Alright, welcome back guys. It is yet another part of our Digimon Let's Play here on the channel. We have been doing so much nonsense in the last few parts of this series that I'm just, we're just up to here, but we're just going to keep pushing through. We have a couple of little side quests to do. I have done a bunch of stuff off screen. It wasn't that exciting, just the usual stuff, nothing interesting. And if any of you guys really want to know about any of that stuff, I can let you know about it down in the comments. But for now, we're just going to keep breezing through this because, yeah, I think at some point we're going to have to challenge our final boss. It's coming up soon, but for now we have to do these kind of minor quests first. So we're not going to bother with an intro or anything in today's episode. We're just going to dive straight into it and see if we can't get these quests over and done with. So the first one here is for Chitose, and we got a memory up DX. Let's find out what it is that we're going to be doing for our boy here. It's a case from Chitose. I better hurry. So I guess we're just going to be plodding through these. Chitose is still in the hospital, so I guess we're doing some sort of quest to get him back on his feet before we come back around to our main quest. Let's see. I'm just walking down the corridor. Don't make such a big deal out of it. You worry too much. So here he is interacting with the nurse. I'm kind of surprised that he's not actually trying to hit on her, so that's kind of interesting. Are you Mr. Amai's friend? Please tell him. Chitose, you need to behave yourself, mate. Too much drink at this early point of your recovery. You can't be messing around. Though it pains me to leave you, I have to go with this guy. Well, if your doctor says it's okay, but promise me. Be back exactly on time, not a minute later. Alright. So it looks like we're going to be stealing Chitose away, but this will not be to recover Rigi, I don't think. This is going to be some other kind of side nonsense. Let's see. Okay, but what about the case? Is the exit pass real? Let's ask him. Probably not. I'm guessing he faked that one. Oh, that's harsh. What do you think? Yeah, nah, dude, we're not buying it. Time's up. Don't worry about the details. Okay, so we're just going to steal Chitose away. Obviously not what the doctor ordered, probably the opposite to be honest, but it's best that we don't use the hospital. Eden's spot and Erica's room isn't an option. The Nakano Eden spot is the closest one to here. Take me there. Alright, sure. So we can't warp in through the hospital, I guess. Here we go. That's fine. You log into Eden too. I'll be waiting at Junk Plaza. I'll tell you about the case when we get there. Cool. So it looks like we might actually get to investigate a bit more of Kowloon, because there are parts of Kowloon we haven't yet explored properly. Can we? Yeah, thanks Chitose. I thought he was going to block us from using that one there. That would have been so fucking weird. But luckily that's not the case. Let's head along to Junk Plaza, or I believe, as we know and love it, Galacta Park. It's not in there, it's in here. See, as I said, we have more of Kowloon to explore. So I'm not sure. We have been to Kowloon level 5, I think, but we haven't explored it completely. So there's bits missing. You guys might notice that I've actually brought along a different couple of party members. For the most part, our party is exactly the same, but I've brought along Digimon Burst Mode to give him a couple of levels and get him tried out and added to the team. And then on top of that, we also have Gallantmon here as well, who is looking pretty damn good, I must say. But then Gallantmon always looks good, so that's not it's not saying much at all. I'm going to pop on acceleration here, and we're just going to nip through. I could put on high security, but I'm hoping. Oh my god, man! Beelzemon's got the motorbike out. Oh, dude, that is so good. What the fuck? Check this shit out. Alright, now I need a motorbike. Right now. I need the wings as well, but somehow I don't think that's an option. Damn, son. How can we fail with this party? Oh, this is something here. What is it? I bet you this is a memory, right? Hoodie Memory 3. Alright, that's something that we need to check out later on. Maybe when we head back to the hospital or something, but let's do this first. You're here at last. This is a special place for me, says Chitose. Yeah, he's going to tell us all about Rigi and Erica, and how this is where Erica asked him to help Rigi out and form Hoodie, I guess. I couldn't have hoped for more, thank you. That's alright, boss. I guess he's thanking us there for coming along. That's why I asked you here. I want to know how strong you are now, son. So it looks like this quest, I kind of prefer this, guys. I think straight up we're going to be straight up fighting Chitose. Now, he's just out the hospital, so I don't know how good an idea this is. But at the same time, I like quests like this, where it's very simple. There's no extra gunk. You know, we're just a straight up 1v1. Now, he's only brought Omnimon with him, which I can't comprehend fully of why he's done that. But it looks like it's going to be a 3v1. Now, I don't have any poison Digimon with us. Oh, in fact, I tell an absolute lie. Sakuyamon out of all my Digimon has Venom Trap. I don't know why that's the case, but luckily poison lands. Alright, maybe this fight's going to be a little bit easier. 9 times out of 10 when we can use the poison ability, it makes these somewhat tricky fights go a lot faster, just because poison is so broken in this game. I think, I was speaking to one of my friends about this, and how I think that they tried to nerf the poison ability in this game, and as well as some of the other debuffs that you can put on enemies, where, you know, it's only got a 70% chance to land, but at the same time, it's because it does this stacking percentage damage, which makes it absolutely insane. Anyways, here's Corona Destroyer. You guys are checking this out for the first time. In fact, so am I actually. Doesn't do that much to this dude. So Antlemon is putting up a big fight right now. He is actually resistant to whatever it was that Beelzemon did try to do there, and I'm not entirely sure what it was. Let's use Sakuyamon's main ability here and take away all of his buffs, because honestly, that's kind of broken, and I don't want him to have all of these. He is going to hit us back for 386. I'm pretty sure that if we had some sort of counter ability on, it would not be anywhere close to being as strong as that. Anyways, Corona Destroyer, I don't know what it was that... Let's have a look. In fact, going to Beelzemon, increases attack and amount of... So what was it that was blocked when he used an ability there? See, when we did this, it was... something was blocked and I don't quite know what it was. This doesn't do... Oh, there we go. 541, so that's much better than the last time. I don't know what the difference is there. I am going to try and repoison this guy. Obviously, we're going to miss because, you know, it's just how this game works sometimes. Speed Charge Field as well. I think... I wonder if... After we fight this guy here, after we fight Chitose, is this going to be the quest over, or is there going to be more to this? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, he's proceeding to buff once again, so I am just going to take away all of his buffs again. I mean, fuck him. You can deal with it. Cry, please. There we go. So we don't take away his crit bonus. Apparently that's something we can't remove. I'm just going to push through this, guys. It doesn't look like anything's exciting is happening right now, and I don't think he's going to provide much of a challenge either. So I'm just going to push through. As I said, I'll bring you guys back in just a second once we defeat him and see what's going to happen next. Alright guys, this is probably a good spot to catch you back in, because although we are landing a Supreme Cannon on this dude, he's going to take a second tick of poison right now, and then after that he's going to take a third one in just a minute, and that will be his demise. So here I'm just going to use some more abilities with Beelzemon, and I think the fight's going to be over. In fact, I could even just make Sakuyamon guard here, and make her guard again for some reason, and then he will die after this. So that is us, donezo. He nearly takes Beelzemon. Oh wait, he's alright, okay, yeah, because we're not trying to kill him, obviously. Beelzemon nearly got taken right out of the game at the end there, so that was kind of worrying. But anyway, Chitose with his last swing does a good bit of damage, but obviously it wasn't enough. Well done. You're so much stronger than you first were when you joined us. I'm sure that you know this already. It's unbelievable how far you've come. Well, thanks, dude. It's nice to get a little bit of praise here and there, but it's still not enough, says Chitose. The real reason I asked you to come was to stop everyone from thinking of me as an unreliable guy. Well, dude, that's honestly... I mean, people maybe think that, but it's more to do with the fact that you're always creeping on women, honestly, more than anything else. But we don't think you're unreliable, or at least I don't. I always thought Chitose's quite a good guy. He always kind of holds up his end of the stick when he's not being a creep. When Rigi and I went there, you and Erika fought like mad to protect Hootie, but what did I do? I mean, I don't even think this is... Chitose shoved Rigi out of the way and saved his life from the eater, right? And then he got he got put in a coma, right? Comatose. So I don't know why he's coming out with all this nonsense, like, oh, I was no use when you guys were fighting tooth and nail. I mean, yeah, dude, you're in a coma. There's only so much you can do when you're in a coma, alright? I need to get up to your level, says Chitose. Otherwise, I don't think I could even bear to look at myself in the mirror, and I'm sick of making people worry about me. I should be the one protecting all of you. So, the way I am now, it's inexcusable. Dude, see this kind of speech? This makes me think that a Digivolution's coming. Yep. Is this what's just happened? Is Antlemon just... Yeah, fucking knew it. So, wait a minute. They're responding to me. So, Angemon is obviously one of the Digimon that Chitose got from the girl who works in the cafe. She gave him... Angemon at the end of one of the quests that we did. It was a while back at this stage. Anklamon. If it wasn't for you, I may not have woken up from the Eden Syndrome. I keep calling this guy Antlemon, which is just incorrect. But anyways, I can't express how grateful I am. Thank you. And Angemon, I'm honoured you decided to fight by my side. So now I ask you, lend me your power so I can protect everyone. I don't know what's happening here. Are these guys going to fuse together? Yeah, dude, that's exactly what's happening. We're getting a fucking DNA Digivolution going on here. Okay, I don't think that's safe. I cannot recommend that, Angemon. If you go over a tiny speed bump, that is going to end with you in a lot of misery. Who are we getting here? Oh, this big beast. Oh, shit, son. I don't know why they are making a big deal out of this this Digivolution here, guys. Not to be cynical, right? But, see this here? This guy, he was actually in Cyber Sleuth 1 as one of the tournament Digimon that you have to fight against, but you fought against him as well as fighting against two other Digimon. So although it's kind of cool that Chitose's had a big moment right now and he's given a bit of relevance in the storyline and whatnot, I don't know. Maybe this Digimon's going to be really hard to defeat, because I think, yeah, Shakumon. Does this mean I'll be even stronger now? I guess we're going to be fighting against this guy right now. I don't think the quest line would end here. Maybe I'll stand a chance against her now. I didn't tell you, but I actually have a customer waiting. You over there, what do you think of my new Digimon? Who's this? Is this going to be Nokia or somebody? Yeah, fucking knew it. He's awesome. Huh? Wait a minute. Okay, so Omnimon's turned up as well. This is interesting. I watched you two fight. So is this your new Digimon? You were all over. So I wonder what's going to happen. Either we're going to end up fighting with Chitose against Nokia, against Omnimon, or we're going to be having to fight against both of these guys at once? I'm not sure. Let's see. You're much stronger now too, Nokia. Yeah, his name is Omnimon. He digivolved from Agumon and Gabumon. Yeah, we know all this shit, but I guess Chitose's getting filled in. I've been through a lot since Under Zero. I even have no idea that you developed Eden Syndrome. Nokia's obviously been busy with her little organisation and whatnot. And I'm back now thanks to my friends. But, come on, no more of this, says Chitose. I didn't call you here just to talk about boring stuff, and you don't want to talk about it either, right? But, no, I wanted to apologise properly, says Nokia. And we're just standing here like, guys, what are you doing right now? If you're going to make out, just get a room, alright? Just take it away. Wolfie, like I told Chitose before, my friends and I must go to fight an extremely powerful enemy now. Omnimon has tried to explain it, but I still don't really understand. And all I know is, if we don't destroy it, the world will be in grave danger. That's why I asked Chitose for help. I want him to protect the Digimon in this world while we're fighting. So I want to show you. I want him to show me what Hoodie is capable of now. Alright, so it does look like we're going to tango against Nokia, and I think we might have Chitose with us. Now this makes a little bit more sense to me because the Digimon that Chitose now has, I've already forgot what his name is, but you know, this big fucking bellend looking motherfucker, he's actually, I think he's like a support Digimon. He provides a lot of utility, or at least when we fought against him in Cyber Sleuth 1, he did provide a lot of speed ups, a lot of buffs for his allies, and I'm thinking that maybe Chitose is going to be able to do us some favours right now as well. Now, against Omnimon, Sakuyamon is going to take the least amount of damage against this guy, but at the same time, maybe we should get Beelzemon out this fight immediately. We don't have a lot of good DNA types, unfortunately, which makes this really sad. Other than Rosemon, we could use Mega Seedramon, but it would make the fight go extremely slowly, guys. So I'm just going to bring in Rosemon immediately. Hopefully we can get a poison off on this guy, and hopefully Chitose will be able to provide us with some buffs. But if not, we're just going to have to tangle with this guy the good old-fashioned way. I will throw on a speed here just to try and... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I expected this. So Chitose's Digimon is going to provide us with some heals. Maybe he can provide us with some buffs as well. I'm not entirely sure. The moment of truth. Can we get a poison off here? I don't think we will. Fortunately, it's going to miss. What with its 70% 70% hit ratio there. But let's try again. We land it and it's blocked. So poisoning Omnimon will not be an option. We're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Let's apply our speed charge field again. I'm not going to buff AD because it's not going to benefit Sakuyamon or Rosemon. He's going to end up buffing himself, which is fine. Let's see how much damage we can actually do to this guy. Now, unfortunately, all of Sakuyamon's abilities are pretty weak. Even her main ability is AoE, so it's not going to be that strong, but hopefully we can do some damage. We will be removing the AD buff he just gave himself, so that is, I guess, a small plus. 186. Barely looks like it scratched him. Alright, this is going to be quite a slow fight, guys. Oh, Dispel. Alright, nice. Attack charge field. He's going to buff himself again. What I will do is we will see how much damage we can do to this guy, okay, with just a couple of moves, a couple of turns, and if it doesn't look like it's going to be a difficult fight, I will skip over it and not make you guys sit through it, because again, this fight, or these fights in the late game of Hacker's Memory, and in fact, this whole series in general tend to be, when you do the side quests, the boss fights and the battles, they don't tend to be super difficult, they just tend to be quite slow. If this Omnimon has a heal on him, this fight will be super annoying, but at the same time, I don't think he will have a heal. I find that highly unlikely. So what we'll do is we'll keep punching at him the way we are doing just now. Luckily, it looks like Rosemon's actually doing quite a fair bit of DPS to him, which is really welcome. Dispel is not going to do anything. If he keeps using that, it's not going to do anything throughout this fight, because I don't think Omnimon's going to apply any debuffs to us, so I'm not sure. Rosemon coming out with the massive heals. We will just drop Sakuyamon's main ability yet again, because unfortunately her second ability that I have equipped is Comet Hammer level 2, or some absolute garbage like that. Like, we don't even have like a level 3 spell, I don't think, that I can equip on Sakuyamon, or if we do, I don't have it equipped, which feels really bad, but anyways, I'm just going to keep, I think I'll just keep buffing speed with Omnimon here, because rather than just doing a tiny bit of damage, I think it makes sense to try and give Rosemon as many buffs as possible. And so Nokia actually proceeds to double buff Omnimon, which feels bad because I'm about to take those buffs right back off him. Deal with that, homie. See you later. And then he's going to hit us back. Oh no, he's not. He's just going to buff himself. Alright, as I say, guys, we're not going to sit through this fight. It's going to be pretty straightforward, I think. We have plenty of items. We don't look like we're taking any damage at all off this guy. So I'm just going to chunk his health quite down, as far down as I can. And then I will catch you guys back in for the end of the fight. And hopefully we will be able to find out, one, what's happening with Chitose and Nokia right now. I don't think it's going to be that exciting. But then also, on top of that, we will be able to do the other quest that we have on our board as well. So I will be back in just a second, as I say. See you in a bit. Alright guys, welcome back to the fight. Omnimon is throwing some more damage at us, but honestly, this is futile. We are going to kill this guy real quick, I think, over the next couple of turns anyway. I guess we'll get Chitose. Yeah, he's going to put in a heal at the end there, which is kind of nice, I guess. We will be able to push with Supreme Cannon, and although I don't think this will kill him, once we get around to Rosemon, assuming she has enough SP, which I'm not sure if she does actually now that I think about it, we could also just, yeah, fuck it, we're just going to push damage, because if this doesn't kill him, which unfortunately it doesn't, I mean, classic, we will be able to kill him with our little Rose friend here. And what I meant to say there was, I don't think we do have enough. This ability only needs 40 SP, and for some reason I thought it was 45, but anyways, we're going to polish this dude off with the bonus fight. Omnimon is strong in his class as he is. Obviously, it's no match for our squad of 3 Digimon, plus the help of Chitose's guy as well. So, there we go. Fight over. And that wasn't too bad at all. Now, again, I think we are pretty overpowered at this stage, but I will not take, or I will not complain at any free XP or money that we're getting. 21k yen and 9,000 XP is pretty nice. Beelzemon will got 5 levels, and the rest of the team will pick up some as well. Hopefully soon we will be able to digivolve our Megaseedramon, guys, because as I said earlier, our data types are really lackluster right now. We have so many good virus types, and we now have our Omnimon, Alphamon and Seraphimon carrying our vaccine types. Okay, so we've got virus and vaccine locked down, but our data types are, although we have Rosemon who is just magical, it's not enough. We need some more, just on the off chance that we bang into a couple of strong virus type, not even virus type, vaccine types. Anyways, here we're rounding up this nonsense here. Nokia, don't worry about the details like that. Okay, we're going. I'll leave you two to handle the rest of the details, I guess. Chitose, it's my hacking business. So Nokia is going off with our protagonists and characters from Cyber Sleuth 1. They're going to the digital world in order to defeat the Mother Ita, etc. And it looks like our job is going to be to stay here on Earth and lock down this place in order to prevent any bad shit happening while the other heroes are away, which is kind of cool. Of course, we'll just save the world and be back. So I kind of like that, guys. We could have been, you know, when they made this game, they could have completely kept all of the characters separate, but they're actually having a couple of links here and there with us and the characters from the first game, and I like how they're kind of teaming up behind the scenes. It's just kind of sweet, because again, they could have kept it completely segregated. We could have been doing our shit off screen away from all the other guys, but obviously it's cool that they bring in Nokia and the crew. Anyways, enough of this shit. But with my condition, I think I was all a little too much. Chitose collapses. We need to get his ass back to the hospital ASAP. We don't look too worried though. Obviously he's going to be fine. And here's another memory in the hospital as well. What I can only imagine is a memory, alright? It's not going to be a medal because it's not been there earlier. The nurse was really mad at me. The same thing happened when I went to Odabaya. I thought I'd be fine by now, but the Eden syndrome is a real pain in the neck. Anyway, I'm forbidden for leaving from a while. Don't push yourself, we're going to tell him. Just take your 5-star quests elsewhere, Chitose. We love helping you, buddy, but we're going to take a little break from you for now. And here we are, so I guess he's going to stay here. Wait, where's my computer went? You fucking... Oh, wait, I guess we're in Chitose's room. Here... yeah, Chitose, we know, but we just want to pick this up. Got Chitose memory. Cool. So whereabouts are we in... I guess we're just next door. Super convenient. Alright, let's cash in this quest, pick up our memory DX, use that, and then we can also have a quick peek at some of these memories we've just found as well, if anybody is interested in that. 9 times out of 10, the memories are pretty shit in this game. There's been 1 or 2 that were nice and had visuals, but the rest of them have all just been text so far, so I won't get excited, but at the same time, maybe this will be pretty unique because of the fact that it's Chitose. And we will dive into our other quest in just a second. So let's go in here. I'm not planning on spending more than fucking 10 seconds in here, so if these are shit, we will not be taking too long here. So we've got a Rigi memory, a Chitose memory, and then we also have this one. I'm going to have a look at this first, because this is Hoodie Memory 3 apparently, and yeah, it looks like we are getting a visual, which is kind of nice. So what did you want to talk about? I guess this is the whole scene of when Chitose and Erika wanted to form Hoodie, so it's kind of cool. They're talking about the Judes and Arata leaving. Yeah, we've done all this quite a lot, so I guess this is just an extra piece of content if anybody really wanted to know about this, which is kind of nice, because obviously these, I can't shit talk these memories. I have no right to shit talk these memories, because all these extra files are purely for you to go in and investigate as a player if you want to do that. So the fact that they add this in and don't force it on you is really good. So again, if you guys are interested in any of this behind the scenes stuff, it looks like you can come in and get a little bit more of an insight, which is, you know, the devs didn't have to do this, they just chose to, which is kind of cool. You're here about your little sister, aren't you? So this is the first time that Rigi actually introduced the fact that Erika had a big problem in her brain with Kishibe and that he needed funding. So again, it's kind of cool that we get this as well. I wonder if we're going to get to see a bit more resilience from Rigi, because it always seems that once... We've only ever seen this dynamic where Rigi is already working for Kishibe and he always just kind of does all of our shit for her. Whereas maybe in the beginning, Rigi was a bit more resistant to be willing to do her, like, dirty work, basically. You'd be lonely without her. You're doing it for yourself, aren't you? Antlemon, whoa, I can even get my Digimon out in the real world. I heard you saved my life. I wanted to let you know how grateful I am. So this is post Chitose's recovery. Thank you very much. It feels weird thinking a Digimon like this, but Digimon aren't just tools. I understand that now. So I wanted to ask you something. Not an order, just a request. Can you please go and help Hoodie? I can't leave the hospital. Anyways, the Jimaken one obviously has a little bit less effort in it. There is no moving animation or whatever. It is just him talking about ephemeral hummingbird. Now, we could have read that, but honestly, that is for you guys to investigate in your own time, in your own game, if you fancy doing that. We're going to dive into this before the episode goes on for too much longer and do this quest for Rina. Now, I don't think we have met Rina yet in this game. Let's see. Oh, not a culinary tour. I guess some people are completely unfazed by everything that's going on. Let's see. Okay, and we're going to Shibuya, apparently. Let's just let this case talk itself out, rather than me try and guess what's going on. Here she is! You there, the one with the butterfly logo. Now, fortunately for us, we are not Barbaramon, and because of this, we're not going to take a flying jump kick to the head. I thought when I heard her saying, he's late, she was going to come flying in from the side of the screen there and boot us right in the noggin, but apparently that's not going to happen, which is good. You accept my case even when you can't come right away. Now I see. Mary told me you solve problems quickly. I thought she meant you could come as soon as I submitted a case. Sorry I got mad at you. I'm Rina. So here we go. Our formal introduction, which is kind of nice. And here's our big badass Digimon standing behind her as well. Looks like he finally showed up. Dude, I don't want to have to fight both these guys at once. Kentaurosmon and Ultra Force, or I always call him Ultra Force Veedramon. I know that's not his. It's like All Force Veedramon, I think. Anyways, both these guys were really difficult in the last game, and I don't want to have to fight them again, but it looks like we are going to have to. Hopefully we don't have to fight them both at once. That would be really OP. Whoa, this is one of the world's most delicious restaurants, I guess. I don't like the look of this human place. Kentaurosmon is always so cynical, man. He was a bit of a cunt in the last game as well, but anyways, stop complaining and go in. I don't know how he would even fit in the door, to be honest. He's a ginormous pink horse with yellow wings and plating and armour and whatnot. I don't know how he would get in here. But anyways, apparently they accept massive horse Digimon into the restaurant. Fine. We probably will have to do a battle at the end of this quest, guys, because it was a 5-star, and I don't see why we would have to be wandering around in it to be a 5-star. Just doesn't make any sense. So I got you a big juicy steak. If you think that cheap ploy will make me eat this human food, you're mistaken. Gulp. You may be known for your lightning speed, but you're not fast enough for me when food's involved. Looks like you're not the fastest Digimon in the world after all. Kentaurosmon, are you mocking my speed? So I guess this is how she's going to get him to eat. My apologies, stop it you two. There's no way you can behave in public. So the guys are upsetting the other people in the restaurant, which is kind of funny. That sounded dangerous and sore. I don't know, but it sounded like someone just got fucking swanton bombed on. They threw us out, and all because Veemon and Kentaurosmon couldn't control themselves. Don't blame us, this is your fault. Yeah, okay. Alright guys, let's keep this moving along. I'm guessing because this is a food tour, we've got another 18 restaurants to go to, so if we could just head to the next one, that would be grand. Rina, why would you leave our guide behind? Why are we even needed for this quest, man? It looks like these guys are leading the charge anyway. So here we are in our next spot in Shinjuku. I'm going to put in a save file right now because, oh shit, I just realised that all of our guys, in fact, before we do that, let's go into our items and recover all of our dudes, because if we are going to be fighting, which seems like only a matter of time, I want to make sure that our party is in the best possible spot. Do we need any more? No, we don't. Alright, cool. And I should probably also swap our party around. Let's swap our party around a bit. We'll bring in... Let's bring in Gallantmon because we haven't tried him out yet. We'll keep in Sakuyamon. In fact, no, we're not. We're bringing across Rosemon. And yeah, that sounds fine for now. We might end up swapping this party around again. I think Gallantmon will end up getting destroyed if we go into a fight against any of these two Digimon. Hopefully we don't have to fight both, but you never fucking know at this stage. Some of the more recent quests have been pretty difficult, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were just like, yeah, you want a challenge? Here it is, baby. And then we have to fight against both these dudes. Rena, hold on. What's up? Don't be such a downer. If you go in all fired up like this, you'll just end up doing the same thing as you did in the last place. Or, no you will. All the sugar will go straight to your head. If you don't calm down, we'll be banned from all the restaurants in the area. I still don't fully understand this whole, like... I know it's just a video game, but this, this going from, like, between 3 restaurants in one go seems insane to me, because normally you go into a place, you eat until you're full and then you leave. Whereas these guys seem to have massive appetites and they can just demolish everything that they come across. I've never known anyone to jump between restaurants for different courses, but I don't know. Again, it is only a video game. Why were you all doing it too? Couldn't you just sit and eat in silence? So you want to be the only one to food review? That's no fun. Alright, Rena. Let's make this snappy. I don't want you to kick me, but at the same time, I want you to wrap this quest up. Again, it's so funny doing these little baby side quests. Under Kowloon level 5, I don't know it, but lead the way, it sounds perfect. I'll race you there. Alright, cool. So this is where we're probably going to be tangoing. Well, where's the starting line? And these guys run off. I don't think we would beat any of these guys to Kowloon level 5 in a race, but anyways, here we go. Let's head along to... Oh, I was going to go that way, but I can't. Alright guys, I think... Oh, are you serious, bro? Can you just fuck right off? Alright guys, here we are back. We cannot go straight to Under Kowloon level 5 as we haven't properly been there yet, which is interesting enough. Obviously, I was running to the map screen, but there was a computer right in the center of the area we were just in Shinjuku, so that was kind of funny. What I was saying that I forgot about was actually about... Oh, I haven't forgot again already, have I? That would be ridiculous. I was talking about how these side quests are so silly, and then, you know, Reiji's running amok still. God knows whatever his Digimon's doing to him, and we're just like doing food tours casually as fuck with Rena. I guess you have to extend your imagination a little bit, but anyways. Let's get into this wall fight because we haven't done one of these in fucking ages, and God knows it's probably going to be a nightmare. For this, let's take Beelzemon. All of these guys have penetrating attacks, so although this is going to be probably the most difficult wall that we have ever fought against yet, it's probably going to be okay, I think. Let's see how much DPS we can do to this. I'm hoping that Beelzemon and Rosemon will carry us here. Gallantmon can try his best as well. Here we go. Again, I'm not going to bother poisoning the wall because every time I do that, for some reason we miss. It doesn't come up blocked or whatever, but I don't think we can poison these. Here we go. Let's see. Can you do some decent damage, please? Okay, we're getting the full combo. Fine. Just keep it going. 706. Ah, excellent. So I don't even think we're going to have to fucking... I don't think we're going to have to kick you guys out. I mean, that was a bonus ability, so who knows. Let's find out. 504, or 540 rather. Let's see. We have... Shield of, in fact, oh shit son, Shield of the Just, magic attack, 115 light damage to 1 foe, always hits and undoes any stat reductions. And then we also have this one as well. So actually, my mistake guys, Gallantmon doesn't have any death pen abilities, but maybe we could use a lightning joust here and show him off anyways, because that move is pretty cool. And although it's going to do 0 damage, it's still cool to give this guy a little bit of a shot. I am going to swap him out just to make this fight go a little bit faster, and instead we can bring in probably Tyrant Kabuterimon because he does actually have a death pen ability. And we should be able to get through this pretty quickly. Again, the last time we fought against one of these walls was quite some time ago. I think it was probably in like the time we broke into the police department or something like that. And that wall, although we did a lot of damage to and was quite slow, it did actually ended up wiping our party. So let's find out if this one actually has enough damage to wipe our guys right now. Beelzemon only has 1400 HP, so if anybody's going to die, it's probably going to be him. Yeah, there we go. So Beelzemon goes down, and then everybody else just barely survives. I will end up resing Beelzemon just because I want him to get some XP, and then we'll just polish this wall off. I don't think it's going to take too much more damage. Luckily, all of our guys have plenty of mana left, and when Tyrant Cabuterimon rolls around, he should have enough DPS here. Let's find out. Shine of B. We haven't been using Tyrant for so long, so it's nice to get him back in the party. Again, with all of our virus types, he's been getting a little holiday, I guess, which is kind of cool. 1500 XP is honestly garbage. I'm not even going to bother showing you because it's not even worth your time. It's just... Okay, thanks for that. And now we finally have access to Under Kowloon level 4. I am going to go into my inventory real quick and make sure that we're healed up. Probably just going to do this with 2 medical sprays, honestly, which isn't a good idea, but at the same time, we have tons at this point. Let's just do this, double pop that up, and then save. Because if Rena's waiting on the other side of this elevator, I would be extremely upset. And yeah, here we go. New level of Under Kowloon. This is exciting. Down we go to the depths of the basement. And holy shit, this place looks really, really scary. Normally when there's a straight line, it can only mean that there's a boss up ahead. Let's see, we get 3 HP capsules, which doesn't seem that good. I don't know. Dude, I'm scared, man. I'm scared as to how hard this is going to be. Where is everybody? So we go along and round the corner, and we have another area. Let's do another save, because I don't want to fight the wall again. This is overly cautious, but at the same time, I think that the fight we're going into is going to be a tricky one. We have swapped our party around a bit again, so let's take out Beelzemon actually, and bring in... Let's bring in Omnimon. This is probably our core, like our strongest lineup. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be strong enough. Hopefully we are. Looks like we're going to get to do more exploring, which is really nice. We'll go up here first because this is a dead end. And there is a massive trap here. Dude, that is cheeky as fuck. So how on earth do we get round this? There must be another portal. There must be another trap that will drop us in there, guys. So if we find another trap on the floor, we're going to have to fall into that. Let's see. Can I use visualizer? There we go. Yeah, I think that we're going to have to fall into that area intentionally. So maybe we will be stepping into more of these traps than I want. I'm going to guess like 5k or 4 or 3k. There we go. So I'm thinking in terms of tactician USBs, guys. All right. So when I say 5k, I've been, just bear in mind that I've been doing a bunch of grinding off screen. So here we've got a HP restraint chip. I am going to step into this trap and hope that it drops us down next to the other chest. Is that what's happening here? Yes, it does. That's exactly what happens. All right, cool. SB spray is cool, and then we're going to repair one of these. Restoration. There we go. I thought for a moment there we didn't have the skill, and I was like, shit, son. I don't want to fucking have to go back to the lab for a Digimon that will give us that ability. Happy Hacker Memory number 7, and a Mega SB Generator. Now, the second thing that we picked up there is really good. The first one, not so much. Alright. Looks like we don't have a way around here, so let's just jump in real quick. Alright. Up ahead, we want to get over to that chest in the corner, but we have 2 portals that we can step into. One of these is going to take us... one of these is going to drop us in beside the chest, and one's going to take us to the exit, I think, because this trap over here has to take us backwards. Interesting. I guess we'll just do it by trial and error. Let's take a right here. Again, we should have probably stepped in the other trap first, but at the same time, this puts us back to there. That's good to know. At least it didn't put us back way to the beginning, I guess. What about this one? This is going to take us to the chest. Alright, nice. Got a ruby. Cool. So that means that we should be donezo here. I don't think that we can get round this next portal that's in front of us. Okay, this next trap. I don't think we can dodge this. So we only have one option, and that's to step into it. Really? Or can I... Oh, I can actually go around the outside. Round the outside. Round the outside. Alright, nice. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. And here we go. This looks like our spot. So once again, forgive me, guys. I know this is annoying as fuck to watch me save over and over. But at the same time, I don't want to have to fucking do all that shit again. So here we go. I've learned, dudes. I have learned from my mistakes in the past, alright? And when we get game overs in the first game, and then I have to do a fucking entire area or chapter again, but luckily that hasn't happened in a long time. They aren't here yet. Looks like I'm the first. Here they are. Finish line. Wait, we 3 all arrived at the same time. So these guys were racing, but I don't know. Somehow we managed to outbeat the fucking horse and the super incredibly fast Digimon. I don't know. You got here first. It looks like you know your way around Eden as well as you know that, well, yeah. I guess these guys aren't even from this dimension, so... You're right. He does seem best suited to doing the food review. I'll make him pay for beating me in the race, says Kentaurosmon. Then it's decided we'll work together to beat him, and then the 3 of us will do battle amongst ourselves. Dude, do we really have to fight both of these guys at once? That seems so fucking troll, man. He doesn't stand a chance. Holy moly, man. Alright. So it looks like we're tangoing with these guys. Look how fucking annoying this is going to be. Guys, maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew in terms of picking up the side quest. Although this is one that we can't anti-poison, alright? So that's good news, okay? It looks like, yeah, this is a quest that we couldn't dodge, by the way. This is just a case that we had to do. You have to beat this in order to tango against the final boss of the game, I imagine. So the reason that UFVeedramon has anti-poison is because in the first game, when you fought against Rena, in order to unlock the great challenges, he was actually able to be poisoned and he would end up killing himself, because in that game, the poison you could use was endless. It would just tick forever until the Digimon died. Now, unfortunately, Rosemon misses her poison, and although this guy does have anti-poison, we are going to try and get this off, because if he doesn't have any other heals, then he will take a lot of damage here. I'm going to speed charge the group, and hope to God that our enemy friends don't start hitting us with anything big, because the sooner we can get poison off against them, the better, because, well, he's going to anti-poison himself anyway. Maybe I should be trying to poison Kentaurosmon then. Start charging. Alright, here we go. So, I think in a minute he's probably going to get a million turns, so we definitely want to try and proc this as soon as possible. I'm going to speed charge yet again, just to try and give our guys a couple more of a leg up here. Shining Laser 3 should be fine, I don't think we'll take too much there. Tyrant Kentaurosmon actually gets damaged a lot more than I expected. I still want to make sure that we try and poison this guy, even though... Come on, dude, man. 70%. 70%. Fucking absolute nonsense. Venom Trap, please. 4th time lucky. There we go. That actually hit for a massive amount of damage. Maybe I don't need to be messing around with poison here. So Ray of Victory is his main ability, and he was double buffed, so that's why that did so much fucking damage to us there. Odin's Breath is going to be killer as well. Takes out Omnimon, and then we actually lose all of our turns here. If they hit us again, Rosemon might go down. I'm kind of scared. Speed charge, so he's buffs, and then he takes another tick of poison here. Very, very close. Don't kill my Rose, please. Alright, nice. Now we're in a good spot, guys, because now we're going to get to use one of our double recovery items, Full Revival Spray. We only have 2 of these, but at the same time, I think this is a good spot to be using it in. Both our dudes are going to come back, and then Rosemon, in fact, Omnimon is up next. Let's see. Supreme Cannon isn't going to be that great, but at the same time, we might be able to actually push this guy close to being able to die to the poison. So I'm going to try this in the hopes it does quite a bit. 280, could have been better, honestly. Transcendent Sword might have been just as powerful. 1200, he's so close to dying, but that is his poison wore off now, so hopefully these guys don't heal each other, and we should be able to kill this guy pretty fast. As soon as we take out this dude, oh, so here's Victory Sword again, slaps Kentaurosmon about a bit, and then Rosemon, you're up now. I think I'm just going to use this, because it's going to do enough damage to kill him, I think, and then we will only have one digit. Oh, so close, man. So fucking close. Now, this is going to make Shine of B really, really good, because we will be able to take him out, and then hopefully we can start working on the fucking horse. And this fight is going a lot smoother than I thought. Obviously, we had to use a big recovery, dudes, but the poison is so useful against UFVeedramon, just because he gets so many fucking turns. Odin's Breath was going to hit us again for AoE, but... Oh wow, and it puts 2 of us to sleep. That was unexpected. What can I have that will make this situation better? I would want to be using... Oh wait, Rosemon... Oh no, I thought she just woke up, but she's just flickering there. We could use a medical spray. I think that's a good option here. It's not going to wake these guys up, but at the same time, I'm not too bothered. If I was a clever guy, I would have taken away the sleeping abilities first, because now now we might actually end up losing too many turns here, depending on how long these guys stay asleep for. Rosemon does have our passive, so she will be ticking up HP, which is nice. So every time this guy does mess around with debuffs, at least we are still regenning somewhat, which is a plus. Tyrant Kentauromon's still asleep as well, but he should regen a little bit too. And then Omnimon is back now. What we will do is use one of our multi-recoveries here. We can take away all of the sleep on Tyrant and Rosemon, which is kind of nice. We don't take away all of the other debuffs, unfortunately, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. And now... Oh, come on, dude. Are you fucking... Are you serious right now? What is that BS? Dude, see if I was still, like, at the age of 8, as I used to be, I would have bounced the controller off a wall there in anger, but luckily I'm a bit more composed in my older age. That's not something that happens anymore, but I tell you, that's something that used to happen. Alright, Tyrant Kentaurosmon gets taken out yet again. Honestly, I just want to poison this guy, really, but it looks like we're still doing some utility turns, we're having to constantly revive, remove sleep, etc. I'm thinking that now that we are awake, we will be able to start doing some damage back. So let's see if this guy can be poisoned. It misses as well. So out of the 5 poisons we've tried to land in this fight, it has landed once. So anybody that argues that that is 70% can fucking take themselves and jump off a bridge. Alright, not that I'm salty, but you know. So we can't poison Kentaurosmon, which is kind of interesting. We poison his friend, but not him. Looks like we're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way and actually do some DPS. Now, luckily, he doesn't look like he's taken... Or, he hasn't taken any damage just yet because we haven't fucking attacked him, but at the same time... Let's see, I'm going to keep all of our guys alive with another spray here. I could wake up Rosemon, because she's probably going to do the most damage against this guy. But at the same time, I don't want him to AoE Omnimon and Tyrant Kentaurosmon either, because then we would just lose everyone. He probably will take a couple of turns to debuff and buff himself. Tyrant Kentaurosmon is taking so much damage. Why don't I just swap him out, actually? Because he's not going to do any usefulness, or he's not going to be very useful. I'll bring in Cybersleuth, which honestly isn't that great. Omnimon, could we do better than you? I guess we could technically bring out Media.Vision. Let's do that. He is only ultimate and he's not going to be very strong, but I think that these guys will be either getting one-shotted or they're just going to be doing utility turns anyway, in which they give items to Rosemon, take away all of these fucking sleeping debuffs that he keeps putting up on us, or healing with potions and stuff. So he's going to debuff 3 times in a row. Rosemon is unfortunately still asleep, so let's see. Cybersleuth, what can you actually do for us here? I don't expect this to be very good, but I'm going to try it anyway. 72 damage. Holy fucking moly. Alright. Fine, I guess. Media.Vision, I wish you were in your metal form, but unfortunately you're not. What else have we got here? Anti-paralysis. Unfortunately, I don't have any sleep available, which is a bit of a shame, but Lightning Javelin does 85 damage, and he resists paralysis, which means we can actually get him to miss a couple of turns if that lands. I think what we will do now is wake up Rosemon, because honestly, she is going to be doing the most amount of damage in this fight. We don't need a multi-recovery this time, just a regular one. And if this guy doesn't use his big ability again, we should be able to... Oh, God. If this puts Rosemon to sleep, I'm going to be so sad. Don't you do it. So Cybersleuth goes to sleep, that's fine. And here we go. Let's use the main ability and hope to God that this does some decent DPS. Her intelligence... Yeah, Rosemon's intelligence has been knocked down a couple of peg because of all these fucking mental break fields that he keeps using on us. Gallantmon does have an ability that takes off debuffs to his character, but I don't know if it's AoE. I don't know if it would remove all of the debuffs from us as well. It's probably just Gallantmon. And then on top of that, he is virus, so he would end up getting destroyed in this fight, most likely. I think what I'm going to do here is just intelligence boost Rosemon to try and get a little bit more DPS out of her. And then when her turn swings around, we should be able to do a bit more. This fight looks like it's going to be quite slow, guys, so what I'm going to do is what we'll do is we'll keep these around for the next couple of turns, let you see how much damage Rosemon does if she does indeed get a chance to attack, and then after that I will probably cut out the rest of this fight, because honestly I don't think we're not in any jeopardy of losing right now. He doesn't do any damage because we're all data type, and on top of that he's not using any heals either, so there is absolutely no way that we lose this fight. We do get the paralysis off, which is pretty cool. Let's see what we can do with the buff here. More than 500 hopefully. 647, yeah. Alright, back in a second, guys. We're going to take down this horse and yeah, be back in a moment. What's up, folks? Welcome back. We are just about to kill the mad pony. I think he's going to do a bit more DPS on the way out, but for the most part he is so low at this stage. I actually meant to get you in sooner, but then somebody came in and started talking to me, and so I had to then talk to them, and by the time they went away he was at this HP. So apologies for not showing you more of this fight, but at the same time you're probably not that arsed, because as I said, the fight wasn't going anywhere. He didn't have as much damage, and as soon as we killed old UFVeedramon or whatever, then the fight got substantially easier. We get a beautiful 26k XP from this fight. We get 72,000 yen as well, and then we get 2 nice medals as well, which I haven't actually traded in. We haven't been to the medal guy, and we haven't been to visit him in so long, so maybe that's something we can do soon. I don't think we'll get time to do it this episode, but at the same time. Alright, Rena, it was very, very fun fighting against you. I kind of feel that your big Veedramon wasn't as strong as he was in Cyber Sleuth 1, because in Cyber Sleuth 1 he kicked my fucking ass up and down. We did actually beat him first time though, but that was because we cheesed him with poison, and luckily he killed himself before all of our Digimon died. But anyways, so that was fun. Hey, you can't run away from a fight. Wait, let me do the food review. No, honestly, that won't be necessary. It's been another crazy day. Kentaurosmon, again, in the first game, he was very, very grumpy, so the fact that they've brought him along for this particular quest line is just ridiculous to me. Now, I think what we'll do here, guys, is I don't actually want to hit the board and cash this quest in, because I think what will happen is as soon as we do that, we are going to get probably propositioned with some sort of a dialogue line or something telling us that we're going to have to go somewhere, or maybe even a cutscene of a character talking to us. So I'm going to wrap the episode up here. We have been going on quite a long time. I won't get to use my memory up DX until the start of the next episode, but you guys can wait for that, and I probably won't be doing any training off screen anyway. So this was kind of like a filler episode, but at the same time, I will not title it as filler, because although these quests were quite irrelevant to the main storyline, they are quests that we had to overcome in order to progress to the next part of the game. It's a quest line. Those are quests that everyone will have to play, and for the based on the fact that we're doing a let's play, it just makes sense that I will include this as a regular ep. So I'm sorry for anyone who came in expecting to go, or came into this episode expecting to go straight back into the main story. I kind of hoped that we would get through those two quests fast enough, but they were both 5-star. I think they would actually be really hard missions, guys. The cases would have been very difficult, I think, if we had not been as strong as we were. But then at the same time, in order to beat Luigi in the last boss fight of the last episode, we would have had to be at the strength anyway. So again, there's a bit of a imbalance there, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. I was very tired in this episode, guys, so I know I wasn't as enthusiastic as always. I skipped over a lot of dialogue, but at the same time, I think it's probably a good idea that we did do that, because the episode is getting on quite long at this point. And yeah, if I had read out everything, then the episode would have probably been twice as long. But anyways, I'm going to be back tomorrow. We are going to be pushing through into the next part of the main story, and I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know what's going to happen with Luigi, so if you want to speculate or anything, leave all of your comments and feedback down below. But again, if you have completed this game already, or you know what happens, if you've read online or watched another Let's Play or whatever, just make sure not to spoil anything. You guys have never let me down with that before, but for anybody else who is maybe just watching this episode randomly or whatever, try to be a bit careful in what you post and let everyone kind of experience that in their own time or whatever. But thanks again for watching, dudes. I appreciate you all very much for your comments and ratings over the past few episodes, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.